All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Marco Balance. My name is Mark, and today we'll be getting into another thoughts and reaction of Wait, Where's Omega? I mean the Bad Batch. Sorry, I meant Bad Batch. But seriously, there's a pattern I'm seeing here where Omega goes to a new planet, gets excited by shiny things, follows said shiny things, and Hunter turns around and says, "Where's Omega?" Or Echo turns around and says, "Where's Omega?" I don't think Tech or Wrecker have said it yet, but I'm assuming their episodes are coming up where they're going to get the final opportunity to say, "Wait, where's Omega?" So yeah, this episode basically revolves around Omega meeting Fennec, which obviously from The Mandalorian, seeing her in her very hardcore bounty hunter days. She's definitely ruthless. Took out the Bad Batch, Hunter, and Wrecker in like 2 moves. So that was pretty disappointing to see the boys go down pretty quickly. But obviously she's been hired by someone to get Omega specifically. I think it's the Kaminoans. I know they were the ones that let her go, but I'm curious who else would be interested in even having her. The Empire wouldn't hire bounty hunters, I don't think, if they're getting these special squads eventually set up to take her out, or if they're setting up these special squads to go and get her or carry out these missions. I don't think they would be hiring random bounty hunters, so I think it's the Kaminoans, but I don't know. We're still not sure. We didn't get any hints because at the end she just got away, but I'll get him. So we don't know. Might be some other crime syndicate maybe. But the speeder chase in the episode was cool. It reminded me of Coruscant. It reminded me of when Obi-Wan and Anakin were chasing down the bounty hunter in Attack of the Clones. Kind of got that same vibe with the same kind of taxis and, just reckless abandon for all the people. It was cool to see Pantora. I like the architecture there. Pantora being the people from the episode Trespass in Season 1, I think, of Clone Wars, where they go to their moon, and that's where that native species was, and Obi-Wan and Anakin are like, you can't rule these people, they're natives, and Pantora's like, we rule with an iron fist. So that was cool to see the actual planet and the people and how they run their place and what it looks like, so that was kind of cool. We got to see Echo, fully embrace his droidhood. Seeing clones act as droids is always a great time, especially when Rex did it in Clone Wars. And now Echo's, he's like, I am technically half droid, but he was not happy. I thought it was pretty funny when Hunter's like, I'll get some good money for you, and Echo's like, I'm worth more than that. But the droids that he worked with were really cool. The one droid, the one that did all the talking, I knew the voice from somewhere. I couldn't place it, but every time she talked, I was like, I know this voice. Looked it up later. It was Azula from Avatar: The Last Airbender. She had a British accent here, but in Avatar she didn't. But that still snippy, intense tone, I was like, I know this from somewhere. And yeah, Azula. So that was cool seeing Dave Filoni, pull back some Avatar voice actors. And I think maybe my favorite part of the episode was when Omega was running away from Fennec in the sewer system, and Wrecker perfectly is in that sewer system waiting for her, and he runs into her. He's like, okay, get back to the ship. He points her to go up this ladder, and up this ladder is nothing. Nowhere near the ship. She goes up the ladder, and it's just a maintenance tower with no railing. Just she goes up and she's just like, what the hell? Why did he send me up here? I thought that was kind of funny that he was so confident. He was like, just go up this ladder, get back to the ship. Goes up the ladder. Not where you should have went. And then he gets taken out in one hit from Fennec. So I was like, Wrecker, you almost did worse being there than if you just stayed at the ship. You almost made the situation so much worse. So I thought that was pretty funny. And not much from the Empire standpoint in this episode. The one thing that they did show was the clones marching through the streets, and the citizens were really excited to see them, which I think is interesting because Pantora obviously was very involved in the Senate of the Republic, so it would make sense that they would be excited that the Republic would be forming a new empire-ish because they trusted the Republic. There were these big players in it, and seeing the troops come back and occupying the streets, it would make sense that they would be like, oh, good, we have more clone troopers that are going to be stationed here. So I like that aspect, that some worlds were happy about the Empire and other worlds aren't, like Onderon, but it's good that they're continuing that transition period, showing that, the Empire isn't hated everywhere. It was happily accepted in some places. So that was that was really all we got from the Empire standpoint in this episode, moving that story thread forward. That's all I really have for this episode, chase down through the streets, basically. Omega gets in trouble again. Bad Batch got to get her out. They fix the ship again. They leave the place. And yeah, now Fennec's involved. Hope we get a cool backstory for her. Right now, obviously, she's just a ruthless bounty hunter. She shot like a policeman right in the chest while she was chasing her. So not much depth really, but it's the first episode, so I'm sure we're gonna get a lot out of her. And yeah, I'm excited to once again see where they're taking the story. I think they're in a little bit of a repetitious stage right now with Omega doing something stupid and then them needing to go get her. But I can't fault her for that because, she is brand new to the galaxy. And, I'm pretty sure Ahsoka probably did similar things in the first couple episodes of Clone Wars, if I can remember. And Omega's even younger than her. So I can't expect Omega to be this genius, perfect explorer companion to the Bad Batch yet. But there is a little bit of a formula now, and hopefully they're going to break out of that in the next couple episodes. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on Wait, Where's Omega this week, and what you thought of the episode, and may the Force be with you.